We are going to have friends. We are going to have with us Mr. Rajiv Padmakar Joshi. He is going to be a guest today for the motivational speaker. Now, I am Chandresh Kachi, and I am a career growth coach come consultant. Over a period of time, I have observed that many of the youngsters who are coming in the industry, they are very smart, but they are still requiring some sort of a guidance, some sort of motivation, and learning from the people who have already worked in the industry. So in the series of that, today we have got Mr. Rajiv Joshi, who has got more than 30 years of experience in oil and gas field. He had been there in that position for 15 years. He was in a senior position. He started with Larsen and Toubro, where he was almost 10 years, Larsen Toubro, Bombay. Then he moved to J.R. McDermott, one of the giant in oil and gas, a US-based company, and he worked in a Dubai, location was Dubai. Then he moved to a company called Dragon Oil, which is one of the big giant in the oil and gas market. So it's around 30 plus years of experience. And Joshi is basically an engineer, a production engineer with MBA background, and he has done so many other courses, like he has done at PMP when he was there in a McDermott. At the same time, he acquired ICRA certification, which is the lead auditor certification. At the same time, he has attended the senior management program from IIM Ahmedabad. So Rajiv is having a vast experience in the field, and I'm sure you will get a lot of learning from him. And I would like to welcome Rajiv, thank you very much for coming on the show. And I would request you to share your knowledge with the boys, please.
Thank you very much, Kachi Sahab.
Yeah.
First of all, accept my heartiest congratulations for initiating this great venture, a training and consultancy for the young generation. You're doing a great job. I'm sure this will greatly help them in shaping up their career as well as making the right decisions. That's very critical. I would just like to take you back to the history of oil for last 30 years. If you see, the main parameter in our industry, which is like a thermometer, is oil rate per barrel. If you look at the oil rate in 90s, it was varying from $11 to $41. Then in the new millennium era, it was called as a golden era, where we have seen the rate moving between $17 to $145. That's why we call it as a golden era. That happened in 2008. And you will also recollect the 2008 was a financial crisis world over.
Right.
Now look at the next 10 years, that is the last decade, from 2010 to 2019 or 2020, say. We were moving between $11 to $113. And that was, I can say, industry, it was okay for industry. Again, we could see the dip in early 2020, where the oil rate went up to $11.
Yeah,
and now we are somehow struggling. If you recollect, we are struggling between 40 plus.
So you must have seen in your experience also that this phenomena is very common in our industry every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And currently, the impact across all economies will remain longer, especially due to this pandemic.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Now, what I see in this situation, the biggest risk is the loss of job,
Yeah.
which is very common in our industry when the oil rate goes to the bottom.
Yeah, true.
So my sincere advice is better sense the risk in advance
Yeah,
and keep working on all the alternative options you have
correct. Yeah,
instead of waiting for last moment.
true.
You may face tough situations at every corner of your journey. The circumstances might have developed due to your own actions or own decisions. Sometimes the circumstances or decisions are forced upon you by your colleagues or by your seniors. Maybe you have some issue in your family, somebody is not well, medically not well. Situation is out of your control.
True.
And this pandemic has not spared anyone. I mean, everyone is going through tough days.
Yeah.
I sincerely think that difficult days are over. So you have to prepare yourself to handle these threats and challenges.
Right.
So the main advice is not to get panic. You have to really prepare for your future, and you are doing an excellent job in nurturing the young generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Raju,
You must have heard that a term called SWOT.
Yeah.
We use it in our office culture: strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat.
True.
So it is applicable not only to the project life but also to the personal life.
Correct.
And also look for enterprising opportunities, and you are one of the great examples for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, Raju, that's aim, because I have seen a lot of boys struggling, so I thought I was also one of them. So let me see if I can get your experience and person like you share with the boys. So, it is horse's mouth. It's not a theory. This is a practical. So just want to know that whether when Rajiv, I just want to know that can you share that what is the importance of goal setting when you left L&T and came to Middle East? Did you do any goal setting, or you just went with the flow? Can you just explain something on that? Elaborate on that.
In fact, without goal setting, there is no fun in life. Make right goals and keep on reshaping them. This should be the way.
True.
I can share a few taglines. The first one is plan the work and work the plan, whether it is a corporate or a personal matter. Don't put your plans onto the calendars or onto your books. Execute those plans.
True.
I was lucky enough to work under great leaders. I call them as my mentors.
Yeah.
And I'm still blessed with such great people working under them. They are also equally experienced, like you, 40 plus years experience.
Right.
They are well experienced industry veterans.
True.
And I believe in two things: that you can't select your parents and you can't select your bosses. So a lot of success, it depends on it.
True. Very true.
In early days of career, I got an opportunity to work under great project managers who taught me that, Rajiv, even a single stud bolt in a project is important to make the big end date.
True.
What I learned is, and what I set up my goal is to work hard, but also to work smart. You can produce by working smart more output by using your resources.
Very true.
And use your biggest resource, which is your brain, very productively. Cultivate it.
True. True. Very true.
God has given you, three beautiful gifts. He has given you 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth.
True.
So be good listener, be good observer,
Very true.
improve your observation capacity. Use those resources in that percentage.
Very true.
Generally, during early age, when you are young, energetic, you are always overreactive, you are always aggressive, and also get panic early.
True.
That time I was reading one book and I learned a very big lesson, that sleep on it for 1 night. This has helped me in many phases, but don't use this one when there is a medical emergency.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Another important aspect I would like to share is during my early days, I learned a fundamental called Kaizen, which was inherited from Japan, which is nothing but continuous improvement.
Yeah.
Thanks to all great institutions I was working, where I learned all these techniques. And the biggest institute is your gurus, your parents. I still learn from my 87-year-old father. Whenever I talk to him, I still learn from him regularly.
True.
And the last one was the communication. I mean, the communication is the key here. So I try to learn a lot on the communication part. That was one of my major goals. That your message should be well understood by the recipients.
True.
When you do any business communication, there can be a misunderstanding happen due to poor communication or no communication or a wrong interpretation of the info what you have passed on. That may land up you or yourself or your career in a mess. So look at all these aspects.
Very important, very important. Okay, can you share some of the key incidents which motivated you to grow to this level, or some of the life challenging challenges which you faced and how you handle it?
I would like to share a few ones, and there are many, but looking at time, we'll just talk on few. In early days, I got an opportunity to work as an engineering coordinator at a design center abroad.
Okay.
And I was very young, less experience, and I had to handle big stalwarts from the industry, from the client side, from their client's consultant and inspection agency side. It was a big challenge. I used to be always under pressure, but with my support from my colleagues and from my seniors, I could manage the show smoothly. As I told you before, that my boss used to tell me that single stud bolt is important. Now you will realize we were laying a big pipeline project, and the first joint on the pipeline was with the flange.
True.
We had some issue with the stud bolts meeting the offshore standards with the xylene coating, and had some inspection issues. So we were struggling. How can we clear those bolts and send it to the barge? Otherwise, barge will be on standby.
Yeah.
But with all efforts, we could manage the show, and barge work went smoothly.
Oh, great, great.
Another instance is when we were doing one heavy topside installation, the barge observed that there is a high overload alarm, and everybody was panicked. You can imagine you're lifting a deck and there is an overload alarm at offshore.
I can make out.
The situation was really panic. We all gathered together immediately in our office, and then we worked out a plan. The deck was brought back. We do the reweighing, and everything went off. There was some issue with the alarm. But this kind of situation happens. Many incidents happen like this, especially in offshore industry. Another challenge is our industry is working with variety of contractors or subcontractors.
Yeah.
And you must have handled many cultural issues,
Very,
I'm sure,
very,
in your career.
very, very tough.
So much of worker.
Yeah.
The only success what I see is you should have a win-win situation. Make them as a part of your team.
True.
That will make you more comfortable. Try to work out win-win situation, and yourself will see the result.
Very true.
This is what I learned, from the industry, and this is helping me in handling currently all the multiple projects, the tricky projects at a time.
Yeah.
In life, every day, you face these challenges, uncertainties, acquire skills. So you have to keep on updating yourself, whether it's a technical or behavioral aspect. So whatever efforts you take, it will never go waste.
Yeah.
In fact, I would like to share you that almost out of this 20 or 30 years, almost 25 years, I was learning. I was doing a lot of management courses, certifications, online courses to keep updated with the industry. So what I learned from all this thing is the management. What is management? It is managing men tactfully.
Yeah.
So continuous improvement is necessary, and don't become obsolete. Try to be with the industry.
Very true. Managing people is one of the key factors which everybody need to understand. Okay. How was your working, what was your experience working in Dubai, in Middle East, when you work in India for almost 10 years? Did you face again any challenges, and how you handle it?
Yeah, I think everyone has to go through that hassle, and you must have done the same. The biggest challenge working outside is to manage with different cultures, different languages. The lifestyle is totally different.
Yeah.
The rules, the regulations, wherever you stay are different. So the sincere advice is be part of society. You cannot stay alone with your family and, have life. You have to be part of society. Respect all the cultures. Then the life will be easier and more enjoyable. I can tell you, my colleagues, my seniors greatly helped me during my early days for settlement. And the biggest support was from my own family, my wife Ashwini and my children, my parents, and especially my two sisters who stood behind me when I took a decision to move to Dubai. It was a joint family. It really worked well. Thanks to them. My in-laws also supported me very well. And great support from my friend circle who are like part of my family, who
Right.
supported and adopted with the situation.
Very true. Very
So
true.
the main thing is you need to be part of society and you have a great obligation towards the society. So
Very
you cannot go ahead without looking at the society. And in career, don't forget your past days. This is my most important advice to the young generation.
Be
Don't
grounded.
forget your past days. What I
Yeah.
learned is, giving back to the industry. I
Very
was lucky enough to make some presentations in ADIPEC and Egypt conference,
Okay.
and my seniors supported me to share the knowledge,
Very
to
true.
meet different people. So this is an indirect contribution from our side to the society.
Yeah, true. Well, Raju, the way you have reached the heights in this industry itself says that there is something special. Otherwise, you can't reach to this level, at the moment in the company where you're working currently. Just to have a last couple of golden words, can you share some success mantras in a brief for people to understand and the young generation to understand that?
In fact, I have already mentioned a lot of mantras,
True.
and it's up to individual how they can grasp.
Yeah.
But the main thing is try to understand the difference between what is urgent and what is important in life. Many people make a mistake in that.
Yeah.
Similarly, make up your mind what is must have and what is good to have requirements.
Right, right.
This can be for your personal life as well as your professional life. And the biggest mantra is don't stop learning. Every day you learn something. This is a never ending process. You will learn from your juniors. You learn many things. In fact, I learned a lot of things from my children, Gandhara and Chinmay.
Yeah, right.
Listen to your mind when you take a major decision.
True.
Don't take any decisions under pressure. You should have a guts to say no. And whenever necessary, things are not going right, don't compromise on your principles and your integrity.
Very, very
Don't
good.
feel
Very
shy.
good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't feel shy to ask. Even I experience in this pandemic also, many people, they need the help, but they hesitate to ask the help.
True.
And help is available next to you. They remain silent, but they are at the default. Yeah. I suggest develop a passion towards any sport. Stay fit, so it will help you to have a stable mind.
Very true.
You
Very
can
true.
you can believe in luck, but don't forget your karma. Your actions are important.
Very true.
And the last one is the time management. I respect the time a lot. You should value your time when you value others' time.
Very true. Very
Please
true.
attend the meetings on time. That is my request to all youngsters.
Very true.
And whatever I have shared is not applicable only for oil and gas industry. It is across all industries.
Very
I really
true.
thank all my seniors and colleagues, who showed the confidence in me to reach to this level. So the only thing is don't satisfy yourself with 9 to 5 work. You can stretch beyond that. But when you stretch beyond that, don't forget your family.
Yeah.
They are waiting for you. They need you. The biggest asset is your children. Invest in them.
Very
This
good.
is all it is all helped me in a lot to reach to this level.
Very good. Excellent. Rajiv, I would rather appreciate your sharing all the experience, all golden rules and success mantras with everyone here, because they're very critical and they're very important. We read a lot of things in books. There are a lot of management books are available, but to listen from horse's mouth, the people who are already succeeded in their life is very important. That is one of the reasons I have started this series, and I thank you very much from bottom of my heart, because you are one of the busy person. I know that, and it was not easy to get you on the board and to do this. So thanks very much on behalf of everybody. I would like to thank Rajiv for your contribution, and I hope people will take some lesson out of it and will be benefited. So I would like to conclude from myself. If you want to say something.
Thank you, Bachiza. First of all, providing an opportunity for us to share our knowledge and experience. And I wish you best for your new venture. And any help you require from my side, I am always available. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.